Welcome to Ribbon. This is part 4, section 1, and we're focused on variables. Okay, so first we're going to go back to solo learn and go back to basic concepts and click on variables. Okay, so we're on the third arrow. Okay, so it says built-in data types, and I'm going to go over all this with you. You should pause the video and read all of this right here. Okay. Okay, now that you're done reading all of it, I'm going to explain what all this means. Okay, so like I said before, integer means number, float means floating point number, which is basically like 5.5. Double means the same thing as float, it's just bigger, it's a 64-bit, it means like 5.55555. Char is a single character, so that could be A, B, C, D. Bool stands for Boolean, and that's basically true or false. And like we did before, string is a sequence of letters or characters. Okay, and it shows you down here integers, double, character, Boolean, and string. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do all these things. So go back into Visual Studio and let's start with integer. And we're going to start with, let's say your age. Actually, let's say your friend's age. Okay, so we're going to put integer and we're going to put friend's age is equal to, let's say your friend is 40. Okay, we're going to close that off. And the next one we have is a double. So we're going to say a height. We're going to put double. And we're going to put friend's height equals, let's say your friend is 5.2. Okay. 5 feet 2 inches. Okay. And the next one is a character. And we're going to put your friend's favorite character. So we're going to put char. And we're going to put friend's favorite, and then CHAR for character. We're going to put that equals, we're going to put single quotes because it's a character and you can't use double quotes, it will be an error. Sorry about that. So we're going to put, let's just put A, alright? And then we're going to put for a string, we're going to put friend's name. And we're going to say that equals, you can put whatever you want here. We're going to put, let's say Zach. Okay, so we want to print all these values. So we're going to start a new line. I'm going to say console dot write line. And inside the brackets, let's start with the first variable name, which will be friend's age. Okay, close that off. So we're going to copy this, but save time. We're going to copy this, and since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to paste this 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. And inside the brackets, we're just going to change friends, and we're going to put 1 for height. And the next one, we're going to put 1 for favorite character. Now you need to spell all these right exactly like you spelled your variable. And we're going to put 1 for name. Okay. And then we're going to go all the way up to debug, the debug tab, click debug and start debugging, and I'm going to pause the video until it's done. Okay, so you should see 40, 5.2, A, and Zach, just like you have right here. Okay, looks like that worked. Okay, next we're going to focus on Boolean right here. And Boolean is basically a true and false. Alright, so we're going to go back into Visual Studio and we're going to put a Boolean. We're going to put actually BOL for Boolean, and we're going to put the sky, and we're going to put equals true. Alright, because we're going to we're basically going to say the sky is blue. Alright, so if we do console dot write line and we put in sky, right? Okay, so I have console write line dot sky. It should say true under all these. Actually, let's take this out. Let's delete that. So we just have simple code right here. Alright, so I'm going to debug this. Go all the way up to the top. Click debug, start debugging. Okay, so it should say true. Now if you get some funky code, just exit out and start debugging again, and it should come up to be true. Now I'm going to show you how to actually use a Boolean. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use a Boolean. Okay, first we're going to delete this console write line, and we're going to use something called an if statement. And I'll go through all this later on in the course, but I'm just going to show you how the Boolean works. So we're going to say if brackets the sky is equal to true, okay, and then we're going to put another brackets, and we're going to execute a code. So we're saying if the sky, which is that variable up there, is equal to true, which it is, we're going to say console dot write line, and we're going to put in not semicolons, but quotation marks. We're going to put the sky is blue. I'm going to close that off, right? So if we click debug, oh, sorry about that. We click debug again. Okay, so you should see the sky is blue. Okay, let's close out of that. And now you can put something like else, and else is if it's not. We're gonna put another brackets, and we're gonna put console.write line. Okay, and we're gonna say if it doesn't equal to true, then do this right here. But as we can see, sky is automatically equal to true. So let's change this to false. Okay, it should print out the else statement. So go to debug, start debugging. Okay, so you should see this. Oh no, the sky is not blue. Just like we have in the else. Alright, so let's go answer some questions. So now that we have a basic understand of the data types, we're going to click on next and answer this question. It says drag and drop the correct data types from the options below. Okay, so just pause the video and see where string goes and Boolean goes. Okay. Alright, now that you've actually done it, just because you click on them doesn't mean they're going to fall in the right order. So the first one says A equals false. Well, we know that string is letters, so that can't be true. But we do know that Boolean is true or false. So we put Boolean up here. So Boolean, and then we have our variable name, and that's equal to false. And we know that the variable name C is letters. It says hi. So we know that's a string. And we do know that integer, and we do know that D, the variable name, will have to be a number, which will equal 11. So we should get this correct. Alright, so it looks like that's all done with variables. I hope you guys get it. In the next section, we're going to focus on, it says your first program, but we're going to focus more on actually how to build your first program.